Hello, Mustangs. It's me again, Mrs. Rappolt, and today I have decided to do another colorful, fun project for you. Um, we did our pattern cats, and unfortunately, we didn't get to finish them with paint before we had to leave school and go on this virtual world that we're on. So I thought, in honor of our pattern cats, I would do a fun project with you. But the other day, I was outside and I saw a whole bunch of lizards. So it got me thinking about nature and all of the cool things that animals can do to disguise themselves or blend in with their environment. And I decided to do a chameleon project with you. Do you know what a chameleon is? A chameleon is a lizard that can change color whenever it wants to protect itself from things that might eat it or attack it, and to blend in with its background. So, in honor of my love for color and pattern, as you can see from my shirt, I decided to do a chameleon art project. And we are going to do this cool guy today. Isn't he or she pretty? So the first thing that you're going to do is get a piece of paper, and I used both crayons and markers for this project because I wanted to have my colors be light and dark. And with markers, it's all pretty much one color, as you can see here. But where I colored with the crayons, you get some different shades and values and tints like we were experimenting with in art class before we had to learn from home. So I decided to use markers and crayons. If you only have markers, that's fine too, because as the examples that I showed you first, those are all markers. So you could do it with marker or you could do it with just crayon. So the first step is we have to draw an outline of a chameleon sitting on a tree branch. So I took my pencil and I made a circle here, a circle. See that? And then I made little eyes with another circle in there. And I hope you can see this. And then I made a smile on his face, like this. And he has two eyes, so there's two eyes in the back. So there's his head. And then I wanted to make his body in proportion. So I'm going to make the tree branch that he's sitting on so that I can get where his body has to go. So I made a tree branch at the bottom. And then I just drew a big oval, as you can see, an oval, that shape with my pencil. So then that's going to be his body. And then I took it way down on over the tree and I made it a squiggly tail. You see that? It comes right off the back of his body. So then I'm going to make little legs coming down. And as you can see, this is just kind of a little squiggle, like he's holding on to that branch. And then I'm going to make another one back here for his back leg. And then I'm going to connect the oval with his belly. And then I'm going to make another one over here and another back leg over here. And that's pretty much it. And now we're going to decorate him. And pattern, you can do any kind of pattern you want. I started with stripes. And then I decided, what could I do in those stripes? And then I looked at the shirt I was wearing, and there's all these little dots and triangles and all different shapes. So then I just started to draw with my marker, my black marker, because then I'm going to color it. So we're actually making our own coloring page, which is a really neat thing to do. Once you do this, you can do it with anything. That's the beauty of art. You can pick a bird, or you can do another kitty cat like we did before, right? And you can color it with pencils, or colored pencils, or crayons, markers, whatever you have on hand at home. And it will just give you a little bit of downtime and give your mind a break to be creative and color. So I started just making patterns all over my chameleon. I have dots. I have little circles. This almost looks like a little collar around him, and then I made different lines going the opposite way of the lines that I drew on his body, at first. And it almost is like decorating an Easter egg, or looking at a really cool, colorful shirt. So then I wanted to add a little bit more behind him. So I added another whole tree branch here. Be careful not to put your lines over your chameleon, because the tree branch is behind him. And we want to do all the pretty colors on our chameleon, on the lizard, so that he pops out in the front. So all of my patterns are in here, and then I have my tree branches in there. And now I'm going to start to color. So his head, I wanted it to be bright and cheerful. So I chose yellow, but you can choose any color you'd like. And then you just start to color. And it's fun. Be sure to follow your lines so that you can put like a rainbow effect all over him and make the colors just really pop out. So there, his head is already colored already. So I have this yellow in my hand. So I only have a few different colors. So I know I'm going to want to use the yellow again. So I traveled a little bit down his body, and I decided, I think I'm going to make this part of his decoration and his camouflage the same color as his face, the yellow. So I colored all around these little dots with the yellow. And then I went a little further down, and I was like, I think another yellow stripe would be really pretty, maybe down here. So I'm going to color this one yellow, because I already had the yellow in my hand. And then, I think I want to color part of his tail yellow too. So I'm going to just do this with my marker while I have it in my hand. And maybe this one too. And then we can go on and add. You always think about that color wheel and what colors go good together, and complementary and primary colors. So I think I'm going to start with the next color, be orange. So then I'm going to go orange, orange. And then I think I'm going to do his stripes here, orange. And I'm going to skip every other stripe, just like we did with our op art wiggly lines. You have to skip a line so that you can have that effect and put another color in between that might be cool and complement it. And I can't forget about his back little paw, a little claw, little fingers, whatever you want to call them. And that's coming out cool already. And then I decided, I think I still want to do that part of him orange, but I wanted it to be lighter. So I took an orange crayon, and crayons are cool because you can go really, really light, or you could press down a little harder and get darker, but it won't really ever be as dark as that marker. So I'm coloring this in with another orange red crayon. Crayons are cool because they blend the colors and you get some really neat effects with it. And let's see what he looks like now. Oh my goodness, look how cute he is, right? Then you could pick any other colors that you want. And pretty soon, you're gonna have a whole finished picture, but we're not done yet. So as you can see, I colored the background all one color after I colored in my tree branches with the marker, because I wanted the tree branches to be darker. Then I took a green crayon and I colored all the way around my chameleon. But now we can do something even cooler. See how it's just all green? Well, why don't we experiment with layers of color? We could put some blue in there. So I'm going to take a blue crayon and I'm just going to start adding a little squiggles of blue. Maybe in here, up near his yellow head. And I'm pushing down hard with my crayon to get it a little bit darker. Look at how that pops out already. Can you see that? Isn't that a neat effect? And it's all done with just the pressure of your hand as you're coloring. What if we took a whole different color, orange, and we put it over the green? What do you think will happen? Let's find out. I'm going to go up here with some orange really lightly, and I'm going to start coloring over my green up by this branch up here. Whoa, look what happens. Oh my gosh. It's making a whole new color. Can you see that? It's almost like a brownish color, reddish brown color. That's pretty cool. What if I decide to use purple? Maybe we'll do some purple down here by his tail. We'll just add it over the green we already have colored on there and see what we get. Whoa. So I'm just picking colors randomly and it's coming out pretty fun. So have fun with this and I hope that you enjoy it and experiment with color because you all know how I love color and I'm hoping you love it as much as I do. And play with color and layer it and do darks and lights and send me pictures of your finished chameleon. Have a great day, Mustangs, and stay safe. I miss you and I love you a lot. Till next time, have a good one.